Our next piece is by Henry, and it is entitled Our Hold on the Planet.
We asked for rain. It didn't flash and roar. It didn't lose its temper. It didn't misunderstand. And give us more than our spokesman bargained for. And just because we owned a wish for rain, it sent us a flood and bid us be damned to drown. And when we had taken that into the roots of grain, it threw us another and another still, till the spongy soil again was wet. We may doubt the just proportion of good to ill. There is much in nature against us, but we forget that it must be a little more in the favor of man, a fraction of 1% at the very least, or our number living wouldn't be steadily more. Our hold on the planet wouldn't have so increased.
Come on down. Wow, Henry, that was an incredible piece. I think that was maybe one of the clearest musical question marks that I think I've ever heard at the end of that, which I felt very strongly. I think it would be wonderful to hear about your process kind of finding the text for this piece and maybe how the text influenced you while you were writing it, because it's so the two are so closely related throughout.
Um, so the assignment for this piece was to write a mixed media piece, and I think the kind of media that I felt most comfortable using was writing and poetry. And so I looked in the library and I found a book of poetry by Robert Frost, a poet that I really like. And this one really stood out to me. And then I took the text and thought about how I could set a musical background to it almost. So I took the text first and then created the music after putting some chords down on paper that I thought would be good with really any poem.
I think with this piece, you really utilized the strings in a really kind of emotional and very effective way. And I understand that you're both a pianist. A little bit about your approach to string writing, the types of things that you think about when you're working with strings.
For me, writing for strings means writing for something that you can't really do with piano, because those are really the two kinds of instruments that I know how to write confidently. And here, I think I utilize dynamics pretty well. That's the main difference. I really wrote this on piano, and I didn't hear how it would sound on strings until earlier today. And it sounded better than I thought it would.
Well, they played it really, really beautifully, and congratulations to everyone, and Theo for your wonderful reading of the text. Do we have any audience questions? Yes, Sasha.
Just a comment. I think you're an absolutely wonderful harmonist. And I think that it was really interesting to hear how you had Theo speaking so dynamically with many vocal modulators. And you had and then the two quartet strings little sounded extremely compact with the harmonies of it. And I just think you're an absolutely fantastic harmonist. And I loved how you really had that as the only element. It wasn't really this is complex, but the melody is complex. And I think that is something I really hope that you continue to delve deeper into, because harmony is such a crazy rabbit hole. And I think you are definitely one of the really cool parts of that rabbit hole.
Thank you. Honestly, it was one of the only ones in the book of poetry that I found that I really liked, and I thought I could create a good musical piece too. Yeah.
Cool. Well, any other questions can be directed during intermission or later in camp, but congratulations on a really wonderful piece.